A longtime Columbia ministry has been waiting 2 decades to hold an event on a historical church property. And this fall, their prayers will be answered.
KMU8's Evie Allen shows us their journey and how faithful volunteers helped them get there.
The 3 acres in McBain have been home to Mount Celestial Baptist Church No. 1 since the 1800s. Over the years, upkeep of the land and the church buildings became too much for members, until April of 2024, when volunteers with For Columbia's Day of Service stepped in to clean up and revitalize the property. And this past spring, they were back out there for phase 2.
Then this step goes up. This now becomes the podium/stage.
What a difference a year can make.
That was a lot when we think about year 1. That was a lot.
Pastor Renita Warren Norwood's vision to see ancestral land restored, beautified, and filled with families again is finally here.
I am so happy. I am so elated.
Warren Norwood has a lot of fond memories on this property when her father was pastor of Mount Celestial Baptist Church No. 1. But for 20 years, the congregation hasn't been able to have an event here. In 2024, Columbia's Day of Serving brought together volunteers made up of business owners, church groups, and community members to help the church restore the legacy left by their families on this property.
I think there's such a joy and a happiness, if you will, because there is such a rich history there.
Between 2024 and 2025, many cleared brush, debris, and weeds, while others constructed a new pavilion, put in fencing, and built hillside stairs.
And then behind the pavilion, they began the pathway through the graveyard, through the historic graveyard.
Volunteer Chris Schwetman has also been recording the journey, filming a documentary about 8 historical African American churches in Columbia, Mount Celestial being one of the oldest.
A lot of the footage that we have filmed at For Columbia will be in the film, and a lot of the story about how this all came about will be in the film as well.
Schwetman first showed me the property last year when the old church building was a pile of wood and plans were just a blueprint.
Each time I worked out there, it just got closer and closer to that. And to see the pavilion go up in that same footprint, it's in the exact same footprint as the church building.
This year, he decided to move from behind the camera and get down and dirty.
I've now realized that I will continue to be a cameraman and not a landscape constructor or landscape designer. Pastor
Warren Norwood says she's grateful for Schwetman and everyone who's helped these past 2 years.
For Columbia, the team, the committee, the encouragers have just been there all along the way.
But she says there's one more phase to go. She'd like to see benches and maybe a landmark.
To mark the spot. There really was church, there really was worship, there really was fellowship, there really was community here. Has just been like, yes, this is what we were supposed to do.
Until that time comes, Warren Norwood is ready to check off another goal she had in mind when we spoke last year.
Gather again, have some kind of outdoor service, go back and have our old-fashioned history of a basket dinner.
In Columbia, Evie Allen, KMU8 News.
In celebration of the church's first event in 20 years on Sunday, September 28th at 1 p.m., Mount Celestial II Baptist Church will hold a basket dinner at the historic site pavilion on Mount Celestial Road. Pastor Warren Norwood also hopes to have Bible studies, prayer gatherings, weddings, memorial services, and baptisms in the near future.